Hello, my wonderful and inspiring viewers. Welcome to a powerful and life-enhancing journey where we pause, reflect, and reignite the flame that still burns so brightly within you. If you're over 60, 70, or even in your incredible 80s or beyond, take a deep breath and smile. You are here, you are alive. And more importantly, you are capable of living your life with energy, clarity, connection, and deep purpose. My name is Dr. Michael O, a brain health expert who has spent decades working closely with individuals in their golden years, helping them not only avoid decline, but flourish with strength and dignity. I have witnessed firsthand how many people, despite all they've been through, are still held back by small habits, subtle daily decisions, that quietly rob them of their vitality, independence, and zest for life. But today, I want you to feel hopeful. Because it's never too late to make a change. Whether you're here to improve your physical health, sharpen your memory, deepen your relationships, or simply feel better in your body and mind, you are in the right place. This video is a gift of knowledge, encouragement, and gentle truth. It's about reclaiming your power. Because growing older does not mean growing weaker, it means growing wiser. So, I invite you to grab a glass of water or a warm cup of tea, get comfortable, and open your heart to the next chapter of your life. Let's explore together 10 harmful habits that may be silently draining your energy and stealing your joy, and more importantly, how to leave them behind and build a vibrant, fulfilling life that reflects who you truly are. Let's begin, beautifully and boldly, with habit number 1. 1. Skipping regular exercise. Movement is life. And as we age, it becomes even more essential. One of the most dangerous myths that people over 60 often believe is that slowing down is just part of getting older. While rest is important, complete inactivity can be a silent destroyer of your health. When we stop moving, our muscles weaken, our joints become stiff. Our balance and coordination begin to fade. And even more critically, our brains begin to slow. Studies from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity show that seniors who maintain regular physical activity, even gentle walking, have a significantly lower risk of developing memory loss, heart disease, or depression. You don't need to run marathons. You don't need a gym membership. Start with a daily walk around your neighborhood or even in your living room. Try standing up and sitting down from a chair 10 times. That is exercise. Lift light weights or cans from your pantry to gently strengthen your arms. Stretch your body each morning to loosen your muscles and signal to your brain that you're alive and engaged. Take James, a 74-year-old man I once worked with. After years of sitting most of the day, he started a 10-minute stretching routine and began gardening in his backyard. In just 3 months, his blood pressure improved, his posture straightened, and most importantly, he told me he felt young again. So today, commit to moving your body, even just a little. Your muscles, bones, heart, and mind will thank you. 2. Overloading on sugary drinks. That soda you sip out of habit, the sugary iced tea you enjoy with lunch, the store-bought fruit juices that seem healthy, all of them could be quietly harming your health, especially as you age. Sugary beverages spike your blood sugar, causing crashes in energy, brain fog, and weight gain. More dangerously, they contribute to diabetes, inflammation, and even cognitive decline. Research published in the Alzheimer's Disease Journal found that older adults who consume high amounts of sugar daily have double the risk of developing memory problems compared to those who limit their intake. Sugar doesn't just affect your body, it clouds your thoughts, drains your energy, and even reduces circulation in ways that can affect your romantic and intimate life. Instead of reaching for soda or juice, why not try naturally flavored water with slices of cucumber or mint? Try herbal teas like chamomile or hibiscus, or simply drink more pure water. Your brain is 75% water, and hydration improves mood, focus, and even skin tone. Margaret, 69, used to drink 3 glasses of orange juice a day. She thought it was healthy. After we talked, she replaced it with water and lemon. Within weeks, her blood sugar improved, her energy stabilized, and she felt less bloated. I feel lighter in every way, she said. Small changes, big results. 3. Ignoring sleep. Let's be clear, sleep is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity, especially as you age. It's during sleep that your brain cleans itself, repairs damaged cells, and consolidates your memories. Lack of sleep doesn't just make you tired, it contributes to memory problems, mood swings, weight gain, heart disease, and even intimacy issues. Yet, many people over 60 report sleeping less than 6 hours a night, either because of insomnia, frequent waking, or simply poor sleep habits. The result, they feel foggy, unmotivated, and disconnected. Let me tell you about Richard, an 80-year-old gentleman I worked with. He was always tired and couldn't remember conversations or appointments. After examining his habits, we discovered he was staying up late watching TV and often drank coffee after dinner. We helped him create a new sleep routine: no screens after 8 p.m., a warm bath, lavender oil, and reading a physical book before bed. Within 2 weeks, he was sleeping 7 hours a night, his memory improved, and he laughed again, with clarity and confidence. So I ask you, are you honoring your need for deep, restful sleep? If not, today is the perfect day to start. 4. Eating too much processed food. Processed foods are everywhere: frozen meals, packaged snacks, fast food, sugary cereals. And while they're convenient, especially when you don't feel like cooking, they're quietly damaging your health. These foods are high in sodium, trans fats, preservatives, and hidden sugars that increase inflammation in the body, stiffen your arteries, spike blood pressure, and put your heart and brain at risk. They don't nourish your cells. They just fill your stomach and create long-term problems. I once met Eleanor, 76 years old, who told me she didn't like to cook anymore and lived off instant noodles and microwave dinners. She was constantly tired and forgetful. We started small. She agreed to eat one home-cooked meal per day. We made it simple: grilled vegetables, a baked sweet potato, and a piece of salmon. Within a month, her energy improved and she started remembering the names of her neighbors again. You deserve better than food out of a box. Start with one. Change swap chips for carrot sticks and hummus, or sugary cereal for oatmeal and fruit. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. 5. Skipping medical checkups. This one's a quiet danger. As we age, we often say things like, "I feel fine, so I must be fine." But here's the truth: many serious health issues like high blood pressure, early-stage cancer, or even cognitive decline have no symptoms at first. By the time you feel something is wrong, it may be more advanced. Seeing your doctor regularly is a form of self-respect. It's about staying informed and in control of your body. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Frank, age 82, hadn't been to a doctor in 9 years. He told me, "What's the point at my age?" But after some encouragement, he agreed to get a physical. They discovered early-stage prostate cancer, and he was able to treat it successfully. Now, at 84, he walks every morning and says, "I didn't know I had more years in me." So go ahead, book that checkup, check your blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and get screenings relevant to your age. Your future self will thank you for it. 6. Living under constant stress. Stress is not just in your head. It's in your heart, your gut, your sleep, your relationships. Long-term stress floods your body with cortisol, which disrupts your memory, weakens your immune system, and can even shrink areas of the brain. Worrying all the time doesn't make life safer, it just makes it heavier. I worked with Patricia, a 70-year-old retired teacher, who was constantly anxious about her adult children, her finances, and even the news. It kept her up at night and affected her digestion and memory. We introduced daily 10-minute breathing exercises, gentle walks, and journaling. Within weeks, she said, "I feel lighter inside." You might not be able to change everything around you, but you can always choose how you respond. Your peace matters. Try mindfulness, prayer, a quiet moment outside, a phone call with someone who listens. You are allowed to let go of what you can't control. 7. Smoking or drinking excessively. Let's be honest, at any age, smoking is toxic. And alcohol in large amounts is equally harmful. But after 60, the risks multiply. Smoking tightens blood vessels, damages lung tissue, and reduces oxygen to your brain. Alcohol affects your memory, balance, and sleep. If you've smoked or drank for decades, you might feel it's too late to stop. But the truth is, quitting at any age improves your health. Carlos, 73, had smoked since he was 19. His granddaughter asked him, "Will you be at my wedding?" That was his wake-up call. He quit with his doctor's help. Within 6 months, his breathing improved, he had more stamina, and he started going on weekend trips again. He cried when he danced at her wedding. If you smoke, seek help. If you drink more than 1 drink daily, consider cutting back. You are not giving something up, you're gaining years of life and joy. 8. Withdrawing from social connection. Loneliness isn't just a sad feeling, it's a serious health risk. In fact, it raises your risk of death as much as smoking or obesity. Humans are wired for connection. We need laughter, stories, touch, presence. As we age, it becomes easier to isolate, especially if friends move away or loved ones pass on, but connection must be chosen. And it's never too late. Helen, 85, told me she hadn't had a visitor in 3 months. She felt invisible. I helped her find a local community center that hosted weekly book clubs and potlucks. She met new friends, started painting again, and now hosts tea at her home every Thursday. Call a friend, join a group, attend a church service. Smile at a neighbor. Connection is healing. 9. Spending too much time on screens. TV, tablets, and phones can be a window to the world, but they can also close the door to your real life. Too much screen time weakens your eyes, disrupts your sleep, numbs your attention, and reduces opportunities for physical and social activity. You weren't meant to watch life, you were meant to live it. I remember Judith, a 78-year-old woman who spent 6 to 8 hours a day watching TV. She told me she was always tired and unmotivated. Together, we reduced her screen time by just 1 hour per day and added a new activity. She chose Tai Chi. She told me, I feel awake for the first time in years. What would happen if you turned off the TV for 1 hour a day and used that time to move, read, talk, or create? Replace just a little screen time with lifetime. You won't regret it. 10. Believing that intimacy is over. This one is deeply personal. Many people over 60 believe that romance, physical closeness, or emotional intimacy are things of the past, but that belief is simply not true. Intimacy is about connection, warmth, safety, and mutual joy. It doesn't have to look like it did when you were younger, but it absolutely still matters. Hormonal changes, medical issues, and emotional distance can get in the way, but these can be addressed. And often, it begins with a conversation. George and Emily, married for 52 years, told me they had stopped being physically close because they just didn't know how anymore. With gentle encouragement, they began holding hands again, sharing stories at night, and visiting a counselor. Within months, they rediscovered a level of love that felt brand new. Your heart still beats, your hands still long to be held. You still deserve connection, touch, and love, however that looks for you. Conclusion: your best years are still ahead. Dear listener, if you've made it this far, I want you to take a moment and feel proud. Proud that you care about your well-being. Proud that you are willing to reflect, to change, and to grow even now. You've lived decades, you've seen joy, pain, triumph, and loss. And yet, there is still so much more waiting for you. More memories, more laughter, more healing, more love. By letting go of these 10 habits, by moving your body, nourishing your brain, sleeping deeply, connecting warmly, and embracing joy, you are reclaiming your vitality, your spirit, and your life. So let me ask you, which habit will you change first? What step can you take today that your future self will thank you for? Please like this video if it inspired you. Share it with someone you love. Subscribe for more uplifting, science-backed advice on how to thrive at any age. And most of all, remember this: you are not too old. You are not too late. You are just getting started. Let your next chapter be your best chapter.